Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. I'm not sure. But I think we're live. I think we're live. This is cool. I don't know if a single person will join, and that's also cool. Um, yeah, I wanted to get a talk show just restarted. Now it says I'm live. Okay. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if anyone can hear me. There's no one here, so I don't think anyone can hear me. And that's all good. I just want to see if this works. Great. I think this works. So yeah, I've wanted to get a talk show off the ground for a long time. And I've been putting it off for a long time. Been putting it off, and mainly just I didn't have the space, didn't know where to do it. I'm currently in a community college classroom. Um, I don't know when, this is just an empty classroom. I don't know when a class will come in here. If a class will come in here at some point, I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, I really just wanted to get a talk show off the ground. So this is just kind of the first. I'm doing this just so I get basically to say I got started. But I want to do a weekly talk show. I'm going to get up to this whiteboard. I'm going to write down some things. What I want this talk show to have. Kind of see the board there. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know whose stuff is up here. So it says think tank, stuff that says topic. AI does more harm than good. Pretty good question. I wonder who's in this classroom. I'm actually gonna move because I see someone over there. I don't want to. Okay. So basically, yeah, I just want to write down some things about what I want this talk show to be like. I want it to be fun. I want it to be a space for myself just to share things about my life, share some stories. Let's just write that down. Talk show. Space for me to share stories, ideas. You can't see it, can you? That's okay. Stories, ideas, questions to think about. I come across things in the world. I just come across them, and I jot down on my phone in my notes app. I jot so much stuff down, and I want to share what I'm thinking about. I want to share about it. And I don't like that I'm looking at, I can see how many people are viewing this. I don't love that because it just went from 1 to 0. And that's tough. That's tough. That's a hit. I don't want it to be a hit. I just want to be like, I'm just doing my talk show. You know what I mean? Oh, that's better. I covered it up. All right, cool. So yeah, just a space for me to share stories, ideas, questions, whatever it may be. I think there's some interesting things that occur in my life, so I want to share them. I think they're kind of fun. But I want to do this every week, so I'll say weekly. And it's just I don't know, there's so many talk shows, there's so many podcasts and stuff. Oh yeah, I want to put this into podcast form as well. There's just so many out there, and I mean, I listen to ones of people that are kind of famous, but it's just they're just chatting. They're just talking, they're saying whatever. And I think I've got some interesting stuff to say, so I'm going to give it a go. So we got podcasts. I want to put this, it'll be live here. I think I want like a video live form, but then I want to have it the audio onto Spotify or whatever podcast platform, you know. Um, I want to have a way where people can call in, so a call-in feature. So I'm not just talking to myself the whole time. I mean, that's fine. That's cool too. But I would like to be able to have a call-in feature. Um, yeah, where you can share thoughts. Whoever wants to share thoughts can share thoughts. I want to have I want to be able to share my screen, you know? So I have like these ideas or thoughts or even just like photos that I've taken over the course of the week. I'm like, huh, this is kind of interesting. I'll share it. I'll throw it up here. Boom. Um, the one thing of probably many that are working against me in this endeavor is that I am pretty monotone, or I've been told I'm pretty monotone. But I'm not gonna try to be so, and I'm not. I'm not gonna try to do that. I'm not gonna try to change all that jazz. I'm just gonna try to do my thing up here. I'm gonna look back at this video one day and be like a year from now, and be like, damn, that was the first time I did it. Glad I got started, Glad I got started on it. But yeah, it's just kind of funny right now. I feel like I'm just kind of talking to myself, which is fine. It's also fun. That's cool. I just want a space to be able to share stories and things. And for even myself, I feel like there's so many stories that I come across in my life. I'm like, huh, I wanna share that with people. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun. Um, it kind of poses interesting questions. Let's do one for example. So for example, I recently was in the new Post Malone, Morgan Wallen music video. You can barely see me. I had probably a second or two of background screen time. Um, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I want to like share that experience, what it was like, getting on the bus, driving out to the set, being on set, talk about Post Malone, who he is as a person, all of this stuff. Just I feel like I've got some interesting tidbits. And then recently also, another story, got invited, if you will. I just peeked to see if there was any viewers. There's none. And I love that. And I love that. I do love that. Recently got asked to be in an air rack. He's a YouTuber, an air rack music video, or just a video of his, right? And they wanted someone with long hair, and they wanted this person with long hair to cut their hair down to a buzz cut for a new video of theirs. I wasn't too keen on the concept of the video. Just seemed kind of lame, and we can get into that. But and then I was like, huh, maybe I should just cut it though. What am I holding on to with this long hair? Maybe I should just go down to a buzz. But then, after really reflecting on it, it's like I don't want to be doing that. I don't. They were gonna pay me $300, $300 cut my hair down to a buzz. It's like, this is an asset for me right now, whether it's for castings, modeling, whatever, right? Acting stuff. It's like this is an asset, and I can't just get rid of it for $300. Not yet. And I don't have a shampoo deal yet. Not yet. But I enjoy this. This is fun. I'm just talking. We're just chatting. It feels good. I feel good right now. This is good. I like this. I like it. I just knew. I knew that the talk show was going to be something I like. Even if it's just me talking to myself, I knew it was going to be something I like. So we'll get into some more things besides just those little tidbits and stories. I want to have like a way for people to call in. I want to have topics like this. Does AI do more harm than good? It's a great, great topic. I love that topic. Let's talk about it. Let's chat. And there's so many podcasts and talk shows out there where it's just so reliant on who the guest is, you know, who's my next guest? Like I've been listening to the podcast Smartless with Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, Will Arnett, and I could just listen to them chat honestly about their days, about their lives, what they've been up to. But I mainly click on the ones when they have people on them that I think are interesting or cool. Listen to one with who was on the other day with LeBron. LeBron was on, and I was like, yeah, I want to listen to LeBron. I want to hear him talk about his experiences. And there's one with Fred Armisen. I was like, yeah, I want to listen to Fred Armisen. David Spade. I was like, great, but it's so reliant on those people, right? On those guests. And for me, I don't want to have that reliance of like, oh, I don't have a guest this week, I'm screwed. Or I can't post anything, I can't share anything, I can't talk about what I want to talk about. Same thing like Joe Rogan, Lex Friedman, all those people they have, like, it's all about their guest. It's who their guest is. And yeah, it would be a plus if I get a guest on, we get to chat, we get to talk. And, yeah, cool. Sweet. I love that. But I do want it to be a space for myself just to release. Currently living in quite the suburban area, don't have a lot of community around. And when I do come in contact with friends, it's like I don't want to just like explode all over them. Like, here are all my thoughts, here's what I've been doing. So looking to get a therapist, but also it's like this feels like therapy right now, honestly, as I'm talking. I'm just getting things out, just talking, just sharing. It feels good. And who knows? Maybe someone will enjoy listening to it. Maybe people won't, but I'm just going to throw it out there, throw out my opinions, throw out my thoughts, throw out my ideas of the world, and see what happens. But really, it's for me just to share. Anyway, another thing that I want to do with the talk show is I want to be able to like promote things I've got going on. It's like I want to be able to share what's on the table. If I have let's say I have a stand-up show next week, why not share about it here? If I've got like a DJ set, let's share about it. If I've got an Instagram account that I think is cool and that's fun and that I'm, guy who snaps will, I mean, I'm about to do that one. It's about to go, we're about to do that. So, doing something like that'd be great, and being able to share that on here, a platform like this is awesome. For me, it feels more real than all those posts on social media of promotion and like stories and stuff like that. This just feels like I can just toss it all here. It's like we're having a conversation. It's like, oh, I just talked to this person I feel like when I'm listening to podcasters, I feel like I've had conversations with them because I've talked to them for a while. So it's almost as if we're just talking, which I love. And you can call in too. So it's like, boom, call in. We're actually talking live. I love that. Love that and want that interaction. So that's cool. Share the screen, promote things I've got going on. That's basically it, I think. Let me just see if there's anything else that I want to say right now. Oh, I got a like. That's tight. Hell yeah. Thanks, whoever liked this. I guess my sound's working, if that's the case. That's good. I like that. I like that. Cool, cool, cool. It seems like things are working. Yeah, and so, with the talk show, I also want to just be able to share, thoughts that I have that I take these notes throughout the week. So each week I want to be able to, share all these notes. And I just like things that I come across in the world or thoughts that I've had, I just want to be able to share, maybe even get your own opinion on it. Be like, hey, what do you think about this thought? What do you think about that thought? Another thing that I thought of is like an advice portion of it, right? where either like I'm able to, if you've got something you want advice on and I can do that, then sweet. Then you can call in and get, if you want that, if you want my advice, or maybe I need advice and I'm like, hey, someone call and help me out. Um, Ron Davis, great idea and love your interpretation in dance moves and contribution to enjoyment. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate that, Ron. That's cool. Um, I haven't been doing a lot of dancing recently. It's been a bit of time there, but we're hoping to get back on track as far as me creating stuff and sharing more about things going on in my life and what's next. So I appreciate your support, Ron. I do. I yeah, love that you're here. So yeah, getting this talk show off the ground more. And yeah, if I also, things that I'm doing, like if I'm on a journey, like I'm dancing around the country like I was a few years ago, I'd love to be able to hop on and, share parts about, how that journey's going instead of like, instead of making a bunch of YouTube videos that are like very clicky and visual heavy. It's like I want people just to be able to like go on a walk and listen and be as if they're talking to me, something that's just more relaxed. Uh, because I think there's so much stimulation with a lot of videos. I'm not really going after that. Don't really want that. It doesn't do much good for me when I'm listening to those or watching those videos. Um, okay, so let's kind of go through what I've been talking about here. So for the talk show, I want to have I want to have a space for me to share, whether that's stories, ideas, questions, asking for advice. I just want to create a space, really, a space for me and space for others. You know, if people are interested, that'd be awesome. And if they like it, great. I want to do this weekly, every week at least. At least getting in, sharing about things I've thought about, things that I've seen, all these things. I want this to go into podcast form as well, which would be cool. I want to have a call-in feature, so if anyone's listening, then they can call in, and I think I can do that on my screen with a certain software. I can have like a on the screen. There's be like a phone number. Hey, call in. All that stuff. So yeah, that'd be cool. And then I want an ability where I can share my screen. I can show photos or videos of things that are going on. Want to be able to promote things I've got going on. You know, share if I'm ever somewhere. If I'm on a journey, let's say I'm dancing again, whatever it may be. It's like, hey, I'm in this city. Let's hang out. Let's talk. Maybe I could do one day. This could be like a show that is live. And I want to just appreciate the people that appreciate what I make. So that's cool. But yeah, and then advice or something. I think it would be kind of fun and funny if people called in, like, hey, I need help. And I just gave advice because I mean, I don't feel like I just feel like that'd be kind of fun, you know? And yeah, I don't want it to be really anything more than just trying to have some fun, trying to release some thoughts and ideas and things from my brain and just create a space. So that's kind of what we're working with here, team. Got another comment. Hi from Spain. Karina. Hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. I love that. I love that you're in Spain. Probably pretty late over there, huh? Probably pretty late. But yeah, this is what I think I'm going to be doing. Maybe I can give you a little example of like something that some things that I've been thinking about. But I've got all these notes And each week I take all these notes and I just want to, share them. Whether it's just like whether I'm watching like an NBA game or I'm like, oh, just a thought of like a career path I want to go down, whatever it is. I think there's just some funny notes in here. Got like Caitlin Clark will have the first women's basketball shoe. Put it on the record, and then I just get like thoughts and comments that come in here from that, and we just talk about it. We chat about it. I say cars are the devil incarnate. I hate cars. Really, just don't like them. Don't like the idea of them. Like public transit, big public transit. I think cars are stifling to our human enjoyment and existence on Earth. I think they suck a lot of joy out of life. Talk about what I'm doing now. Right now I just I'm working at Chipotle, and I'm a dishwasher, and I'm just like, maybe I can talk about that and whatever's going on there, and you know, I think my thoughts on being a dishwasher at Chipotle, a bunch of stuff, all this stuff. There's just so much to talk about. I just love it. I do just love it. I feel like I need like hours to really go into it all. And also, it's a good test for me to just not be so afraid to share, and just be able to say what I'm feeling, talk, be honest, be real. I think it's good. I think it's positive to do so. But I feel like myself, I hold back so much about, things that I'm thinking about, or so worried about what other people think that I tend to just stop and not share anything. And it's, I think that's a bit sad that I do that. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of going to be the gist, folks. The gist of the talk show. I didn't allot very much time for me to do this first one today, but this is kind of just the gist, the breakdown of what it'll look like. And every week, I'm hoping to do it every week, and we'll hopefully it'll be a fun time. I think it'll be quite fun. It's gonna be good. It could be hours long. Could be hours long. I'm gonna allot hours to this each week, and we'll have some fun. Have a good time. I think so. I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good. And also, yeah, it's just for me to, let go, worry, sharing things. Not be so afraid, not be so scared of thoughts of other people and my own opinions and things of the sort. Another great podcast out there called You're an Idiot podcast. Jeffrey Osmus and Alex Dragwich, they do it, and it's like they're not reliant on their guests, which I think is amazing. Ron Davis, count you in. I'm counting you in. Awesome. But these two guys, they have a podcast called You're an Idiot. Great podcast, two comedians, and two guys that do comedy, I should say. And they're not reliant on their guests every time. And that's super cool, because it's just two guys chatting, talking about what's going on in their life. They're making fun of each other. It's super fun. So, and then when they have a guest, I'm always like, oh, I don't even want to listen. I just like two guys riffing, two guys talking. So that's kind of the style that I want to go for. I guess it's just me riffing and talking at the moment, but maybe I can bring some friends and we could just talk, and that's why I want to do the call-ins. I could be talking to Ron right now. You know what I mean? So something like that, I think would be great. Just talking, hanging out, and sharing it with people. I've been trying to do a podcast for so long, or a talk show for so long. I had a podcast before years ago, a couple, one with a friend, one on my own, where I would just interview people, and with a friend we'd interview people. but I feel like I don't know, it's so tough to do it with someone else. Uh, at times, it gets very difficult um, because it's so much scheduling, and there's a push and pull there of like, okay, uh, what time zone are you in? Are you free? They've got another job. They've got, and that's fine. It's fine. But I want this to be like completely in my own power, you know, of like if I'm gonna show up every week, then it's happening. Um, I don't want it to be kind of like, oh, they can't show up this week. Shoot, now what am I gonna do? And it's this, oh, something popped up for them and whatever. So, what would your podcast be about? Great question. Great question, Karina. Just kind of just went over all of that, but basically it's just me talking about things that are going on in my life, stories that come up for me, and also being able to have a way where you can call in and you can talk. So thanks, Ron. Um, just being able to have a spot where you can talk and uh, share, call in for any kind of topic. Don't know if I'll be in the same space every time. This is I'm in, yeah, like I said, I'm at this local community college, and I talked to some people around here. I was like, hey, curious if you have any space where I can do like a podcast or recording. Do you have any extra empty classrooms or whatever? And it just gets so bureaucratic, and they're like, oh, maybe you'll email this person, or I don't know, and no one seems to really know. So I'm just kind of going at it guerrilla style and going into classrooms that are empty and hope that are open and hoping that no one walks in. And we'll see how long that lasts. But I feel like I need a space like this to talk and share and do this, do some of this, do some of this, do some of this, do some of that. Um, so yeah, this is cool. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Um, it's yeah, this is exciting. I'm hoping to get started on this very soon and really just keep it rolling, share some good stories with you all. I've got a lot to get through, which is good. I've got a lot to talk about, a lot of notes. I've started really organizing them starting the beginning of last April. So I might do like 2 or 3 shows a week because there's so much to share and so much to talk about. Um, I'm excited about it, and excited to just take the leap into the unknown. And we'll see how this goes. We'll see what happens. Um, because you know, if there's something that I've wanted to be doing for a long time, it's this, and it doesn't feel good to always wait on it. Always, think to myself, oh, I'll do it next week, or I'll do it when I have some more time or some more energy, and it feels good just to be able to kind of just take the leap now. And it's so easy for me just to sit in bed and like scroll and not want to roll out of bed and go, but got me here today. Somehow I got here, and I'm excited about it. I'm stoked. Let's make it happen. So, and that's me talking to myself. You all do as you wish. You all are great. Thanks for tuning in. Um, but yeah, thanks again, and excited for this to begin. I'll catch you guys next time maybe, and we'll have some fun. Cool. Thanks for tuning in to the first ever talk show, Grant Mooney talk show. Yeah, appreciate it. See you next time, hopefully. Also, oh, I should also write this. Consistent times, probably. That'd be probably pretty good, huh? Consistent times. So each week you would know, like, okay, I can tune in at this time and I can call in. I know that this show is going on at this time. I'll call in. Maybe that's good. Some consistent times. I'm just gonna say some consistent times. At least one per week. Because if it's gonna be interactive, I want people to know kind of when they can call it. I'm also digging this kind of vibe where I'm just like by a whiteboard, you know. I'm just gonna write whiteboard. I love that. I just love that. You know, I feel kind of like I'm a professor at the moment, you know. Class, thanks class for coming. Feels good, feels cool. I love whiteboards. Whiteboards, one of my favorite items in the world, I'd say. All right, consistent times, sharing my screen, things going on, advice, maybe call in feature, discuss many topics, you know. I think this is good. I think this is good. Space. Yeah, it's good space. All right, folks. Thanks again. And hopefully next time I do this, it will be next Monday. I'll try to do it next Monday. How about that? Try to do next Monday around 1 o'clock. I'll do another live stream and we'll see how it goes from there. I'm gonna see what this feels like. I got a chair. I have a chair right here. I like that. I like that. I've got a chair right here, got a whiteboard behind me, so I can just go boom. And we're at the whiteboard. I love that. But I can also just go here. I can also just go here and be on my notes, you know, whatever the next topic is. I love that too. I love that too. All right, folks. Thanks for being here. This is going to be fun. Cool. All right, peace. Peace.